and white balance?
Either one of y'all. You sense the confidence in this team waning a good bit this losing streak. Is their confidence still there to pull up?
Hey, you got a haircut?
I did. Try to keep it close.
Oh, but I mean,
Thanks for noticing.
we still got confidence, you know. I feel like we played hard every game until the last game. The Alabama game, and I feel like we gave up. And that ain't acceptable.
Does it seem like this team will hit a rough patch and it just has trouble rebounding from that during a game?
Yeah, that's about right, because, I mean, I feel like we always play good the first half, and second half we just come out kind of sluggish. They make their run, and then from there, we can't respond.
What do you think that is?
I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I can't say going to the locker room and just sitting there. I mean, because we did it all year when we was winning. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't know what it is.
Brian, is it one of them things where y'all just need something good to happen for you to get back on track? I know that sounds simple, but how important is that to jumpstart this week with a win Wednesday?
We know what position we don't put ourselves in. We're losing these last couple games in a row, and as a team, we take it upon ourselves to find out what's the problem within the team, and like just on our own without needing a coach. And we see that everybody's cooperating, so we're pretty confident about the future.
Brian, when things do go wrong on or off the court, who do you guys turn to for leadership?
Well, Dee, of course, he got the most experience. He's the head-eye snake.
Dee, how bad did you get chewed out for that foul in the half?
Yeah, that wasn't no foul, man.
You walk in the locker room and be like, guys, I know it. Just let it go. I know.
I ain't say nothing.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I feel like it wasn't no foul. Coach just like let it go. I mean, just move on.
Dee, Bryant mentioned that they turn to you for leadership. What are some things you've done or said to get their heads up?
Man, at this stage right now, man, I can't do nothing. But I mean, you gotta be self-motivated. If you ain't self-motivated, then I mean, you shouldn't be playing. I mean, you lose 5 games in a row. If you ain't willing to lay it all on the line to win right now, then I mean, something wrong.
You don't feel like that you have to do some extra things to get people up as a leader? Or?
I mean, I say what I say. It might go in one ear out the other, but I mean, we all grown. We grown men. You've been playing basketball for years. So, I mean, you should be able to self-motivate yourself. If you go out there and we get out hustle, that's on us. That ain't got nothing to do with leadership. It got something to do with everybody. You know, the other team out hustling us, just like Alabama. They out hustling the second half. I mean, that's on us. It ain't got nothing to do with coach.
Brian, there's been some spurts where you've had some really good minutes offensively. The Florida game when you got on the tear a little bit there. How much more important is it for you to kind of step up a little bit more with Rodney hurt in these next couple of games?
I think it's really important that we know now we got to play extended minutes, and so that means we need to produce more. It's just not as far as scoring, playing good defense, rebounding. We take care of those 2 things, our offense it'll create itself.
Dee, what's been the most surprising thing to you during this streak? Something that happened that you didn't think would happen with this team?
I didn't think we'd lose 5 games in a row. But, I mean, I don't know. I mean, what hasn't happened? Everything happened. Anytime you lose 5 in a row, I mean, that's bad. But like I said, today a new day. We gotta get better today and try to get a win Wednesday.
Rick said on the teleconference this morning he didn't think y'all were necessarily playing badly, just not able to make some plays in the second half and close things out. Is that accurate, or do you feel like there's some things you're not just doing well?
That's about right. You know, I mean, we played good first half. Second half, we don't close it out like you said. I mean, it ain't got nothing to do with him. It's us on the court. And I mean, lately, teams go to the zone, and that's when we just hit our dry spell. I mean, we gotta turn it up as players, and take it in our own hands and try to make plays. We gotta make plays, and if we ain't making plays, we gotta get defensive stops. And lately, if we don't make plays, we just let the other team score.
Brian, how difficult is it, adjusting and having to play there in the 3 spot against Alabama, especially defensively?
Nothing really to adjust for the 3 spot. The 1, 2, and 3 do basically the same thing in our offense.
It's a little bit different though, going against a different type of body, defensively or offensively.
No, not really.
Yeah.
When I was a 2, I still was going still.
Yeah.
And then, even though they got some players hurt, they slided him down to 3-2, so it pretty much was leaving the match out.
For both of y'all, how much do y'all follow the NCAA tournament projections and what other teams are doing what, bubble teams and all that stuff?
I watch. I mean, I've been trying lately. I ain't even want to watch basketball. I mean, because we losing. That's how I've been feeling. But I watch. I mean, somebody texted me today said, matter of fact, they tweeted me. They tweeted me and was like, they still got us in, projected to go in. I mean, that lets you know something. That should give us confidence ourselves. We lose 5 games in a row and they still project us in the tournament. I mean, that should make us want to, play harder.
What about you, Ryan? You watching?
Man, I don't too much watch ESPN, but at the same time, you know where you at. You hear what's going on, what they're saying about us, and we don't too much look into that like that. We know what position we is to have to get into the tournament.
Look at the game Arnett had, D, and only 3 shots. Now, it's obviously this season low, so maybe that's an anomaly. But you look at that and have any concern and try to address what wasn't working there.
I mean, he only had 3 shots, but you gotta look at him. Every time he touched the ball, they ran a double team with him. And he did a good job not forcing it. And we can be frustrated about it. I mean, if they double teaming you and they play the zone, I mean, what can we do? They double team. One time I threw him the ball and they literally ran probably 3 or 4 guys at him. He skipped it out and he made a smart play. I mean, we just gotta keep playing off of him. I mean, we made shots the first half. That's how we, stayed in the game the first half when they was in man. And then they went to that zone. And it just caused us problems.
You got to, before the season, early in the season, you guys were saying people maybe not talking enough about y'all thought you had the potential to be, Sweet 16, Elite 8, Final Four, that kind of team. At this point now, even after losing streak, you still feel like you get in the NCAA tournament, are you confident that maybe you have that ability, you can be that dangerous team that might sneak up on people?
Yeah, of course. I know what's going through each team we play right now. I know what's going through their head. Probably, this team on a 5-game losing streak. They confidence low. I mean, that's good for us. But at some point in time, we got to end the losing streak, and once we, we find out we made the tournament, probably next week or whatever. Once we find out, then we can, move forward from there, and then we can start thinking about that. But right now, we just got to get a win.
In games that you guys won earlier in the year, especially at the hump, you've made plays late, and it seems like you've kind of had the mentality, I'm not going out this way. Is that just natural for you, especially in your last home game in your last week, or is that something that you just kind of feel like you have to turn on?
I mean, it ain't necessarily just me. It's all of us. It's a team. I mean, if I make a play, get credit to them because they helped me make it. But like I said, this is my last regular season week in college basketball, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes. We need these 2 wins. Start on Wednesday, and we need to make a push in tournament.
Brian, what's that going to be like for you two Saturday? Last home game here, last regular season home?
Approach it the same way. Approach it. Can't get caught up until this our last home game. We still got to play as a team. We got to win. We need to win bad.